morning. Hey, how's everybody doing today? I hope that everybody's doing well. I thought that you'd like to listen to some music, so I have some soft music there on the background. You know something? A lot of people do a lot of stupid things, and listen to a lot of stupid people, okay? They know exactly what they're doing, okay? When they say their bad things about the Illuminati and about people in general, it's all gossip. It's all phony baloney gossip that people are buying into, that people bought into. They discriminated against people there that worked their lives to create music, create singing, create acting, or any of these other things that have to do with it. And you actually believe that guy there, that he was against them, that he was for all of you? Just wait it out. Please. Please. Listen, if you believe there that the Illuminati is there bumping off people there, left, right, and center because they don't need them anymore, listen, they have musical artists, some of the most creative artists in the world under their belt, okay? They provide a lifestyle for them, okay? They did not sell their soul to the devil. How in the world can you sell your soul to a human contract? A contract that was made by human beings. If you actually believe that garbage, then you just got duped. You got duped. Because it's not true. As long as you're here on earth, no one's got you. No one's got your soul. You still have your soul. You still have it. You still have it. It's still there. It's still breathing. It still exists. Don't ever believe some of the garbage there that people have thrown out, saying Jay-Z is bad, Beyonce is bad. Listen, those were people there that are very jealous of musical artists that lived their life, all right, and worked extremely hard to get where they have to be, okay? Extremely hard. It didn't happen overnight, and there was a lot of sacrifices that they had to make to get there. But they wanted to perform, they wanted to be an artist, and they wanted to be heard, basically. Everybody there wants to say Madonna is the devil and all this stuff. Madonna's a dancer. That's what she based her whole career on. Dancing, performing, singing, doing creative artwork to show to the world. She was a dancer, okay? You want to look back at her career there when she was going to college. What was she studying? The calligraphy of dancing, performing, being an artist, maturing her voice, okay? She was preparing herself. All right? And there was a time there when she was a young artist there, and she was a starving artist. We all are there at one point or another. Okay? We're all there at one point or another. And there's nothing wrong with that. Madonna was known to be seen because she was that good. She was a creative artist that wanted to show the world who she was. She had to play a character. She had to do all these things. She had to work extremely hard. That's why her body's built like a dancer, like a professional dancer. That's what dancers look like, okay? Women that are dancers, they end up looking like her, okay? So she ain't a man given a sex change there and all. Do you believe all that garbage? Do you believe all that hocus pocus? Well, they really got you. And they say that they were truth tellers. They were envious and jealous people of people with talent. Because they probably went for the same profession and never got anywhere. Because they didn't have the talent. They never really put the effort or the work in to their talent to ever be noticed for anything. So what do? They decide, I'm gonna be a truth teller. I'm gonna bash all these people there that are famous and good and, you know, talented, whatever, and people will eat up like crazy because they're really popular. All right? I'll have people hating them. You actually believe that garbage? You actually believe all that hocus pocus stuff? Signals and hand gestures and so on and so forth. Hand gestures have been around for eons, since Enoch. Okay? Jesus used hand gestures. Okay? And there was nothing evil about him. Okay? Even though that there was a passage in the Bible about Jesus turning over the tables in the courtyard of the temple. Okay? He did that for a reason. Because he saw how people were using religion for profit, for gambling. Gambling with people's souls. Okay? Gambling with people's lives. Telling them if you do this, you do that, you're going to be forgiven. You don't have to do anything but go to Allah and pray. And be diligent in your prayer and be sincere. Be honest with yourself and with Allah. That's all you have to do. And Jesus became the lamb that was slayed, so that would all stop. That would all end. That would all stop. And the temple would no longer profit off of that type of propaganda anymore. Because God was sick and tired of seeing it. God was sick and tired of seeing it. And there's churches today that are using the name of Jesus Christ in a way of money, of profiting within the church. Okay? That's why you gotta be very careful with who you deal with. If you want to deal with anyone that's honest and good, go to a sister, go to a nun. Okay? Go to a Muslim woman. Okay? Go to the Catholic Church. I'm not turning anyone away from not going to the Catholic Church. You know? Go to a sister in Islam. You know? If you have a problem, you want to get results, you want change, you go to a brother, you go to a sister. Don't you ever be afraid, all right? Because no one's got your soul but you. Not until the day you're in the grave, right? Now, They say that they were making sacrifices to children. You want to know something there? They don't have to be part of the Illuminati there to be a pedophile. They can be the man down the street and be a pedophile. Pedophiles murder kids. Okay? Pedophiles murder kids. And they're everywhere. And the public doesn't know where they are or who they are. Okay? Because they change their identity altogether once they come out of the justice system. They do that for a reason. Alright? But they're watched. They're watched heavily for the rest of their lives. Okay? And the truth always eventually does come out. Just hopefully before another murder takes place. And that's average people. That's everyday people. Okay? Those people sold their soul. Those are people there that are monsters that belong to Satan. Not people there that have anything to do with the music industry. How in the world can you relate to demons and devils? There are just average people out there that sold their soul for nothing. Just because they're evil like that. And they like to be considered bad. You know who you are. And they always want to steer you away from the goody two-shoes, from people there that are good, people there that are honest, people there that really want to see change in their people, in the people across the street, in the people down the street, in the people in their community. Okay? They only badmouth them in order to hopefully have someone there avoid them and not believe them. Okay? When they're strategically maneuvering their way around this situation. Because bad people don't have to be part of anything, all right? They are all right puppets of Lucifer, all right? The guys there that went on this platform, this propaganda, and say that they were truth tellers and badmouth and bash people that didn't deserve it, really didn't deserve it, because they worked and slaved their whole entire life to get where they are at. They worked hard. They worked very hard. Look at Madonna. You know she was a hard-working woman. And now she's living her best life. The Illuminati doesn't kill their artists. They're more valuable to them alive than dead. Okay? A lot of these artists are very young. And they get involved, they get right involved into a situation there that's not good for them, okay? And it's so easy to be distracted, okay? Because someone in the industry tells them, why don't you try this there? They'll keep you awake. Why don't you try this there? This will help you. Why don't you try this there? That will take away the pain. So you can perform better. They end up sabotaging themselves so bad. And they feel there if they don't have their drugs, they can't perform at their best. They believe that the drugs do it for them. They actually believe that garbage. You know? And a lot of people get into that situation where they believe that narcotics are helping them. Alright? When they're only hurting themselves. They're only destroying themselves. Some people go right over the edge and go to extremes because they don't know anything different. They don't know boundaries. They don't know what the word no means. You have to have boundaries for yourself. You have to have boundaries and pathways that you choose for yourself to take care and better yourself. Okay? I can remember Madonna was worried about the situation there. I talked to her on Facebook every now and then. I'm not popular or anything like that. I'm not trying to get popular, but I'm just gonna tell a scenario. She was talking about something there that was really worrying her. Like most artists, once they get to a certain age, they get so bombarded with so much of work, so much of performance, so much of this, so much of that. They end up dealing with sleep insomnia, serious sleep insomnia problems. You know, there are a lot of people think that drugs can help. I told her in a little text, don't go to drugs. I told her about masseuse, massage, touch and feel. The deep tissue massage will end that and help you naturally balance out your body. She took my advice, and thank God that she did. You know? She went and did exactly that, and she got some sleep. That's all it takes. Drugs are not always the answer. Drugs are not always the answer. Remember, they saw you with talent before you ever got in the industry. Okay? They saw you with talent. You have something. You have something that other people want to utilize. Okay? That you can utilize. Take care of yourself in the process. Okay? Be good to yourself. They say that you are gods and so on and so forth. You believe that mumbo jumbo, then guess what? You are going to burn yourself out. And they don't care if you're famous today and gone tomorrow. Just the flavor of the season. Okay? Be good to yourself. Be wise with yourself. And if you see someone in distress, help them. It doesn't cost anything to help someone. Just write a little text and help someone. Give them information and help someone. She didn't have to pay me a cent, and I don't want any of her money. Knowing that she is at her best performance and that she's still doing what she loves, that's my reward. Okay? That's my reward. I don't need money. There are people there that'll do anything for the buck. You know? They're hypocrites. They're the hypocrites that Jesus was talking about. People there that say, oh, I can heal you. I can help you. All right? But it's going to cost you. See? They always put that punchline there. So nothing's for free. You know? I didn't do that to get any credibility, to get any popularity, to get any money. No, I did that because I really love listening to her. I love listening to her music. She tells wonderful, beautiful love stories. Okay? She's a dancer. Okay? They put her in costume and she's a dancer. She's a performer. That's what she does for a living. Okay? Who Who she is as an individual, only she really knows personally. And if you truly love her, you would do exactly what I did. Okay? For nothing. For no money. No charity. No popularity. Nothing. Just out of the goodness of your heart. There's a lot of people out there that are like that. That's what you got to be aware of. The hypocrites and the real ones. Okay? The hypocrites and the real ones. The real ones are very, very hard to find. And you'll find them in very rare situations there that you never imagined have ever come across someone that's real, that's truthful, that's honest. Listen, God has been my Savior, and my shield throughout my whole entire teenage life, my whole entire adult life, okay? Because I was in a situation where I was adopted, okay? I was adopted. I was one of those native kids that ended up in the black market and was sold off and adopted, okay? My foster mother was a coke fiend, a very evil, conniving woman. She wasn't part of the Illuminati or anything, but she's the most evilest woman I ever met in my whole entire life. And I'll say her name. Her name is Claire. She's the most evilest woman I've ever came across in my life. Ever. Okay? She'll do anything for a buck so she can go and get her fix. Those people are the dangerous people. Because they'll do anything. They'll do anything. And they'll use anybody to get what they want. To manipulate and get what they want. She ended up being my caretaker for quite some time in my life. I ended up there getting away from her by going to a shelter. I had to go with the shirt on my back and go to a shelter for refuge, okay, from her and her evil children. She had demonic evil children, and they have no part of the Illuminati. No, they have no part of that. They gave away their soul for free. Long time ago. All of them. All the little monsters that came out of her belly. Okay? And they are monsters. They are true blue monsters. Because they have no feeling whatsoever about hitting a woman. About abusing someone. They'll do whatever they have to do. Okay? They're desperate. I feel sorry for the people there that are now entangled with them. Okay? Because they are true blue monsters. They're just like their mother. She is a living nightmare. And was a living nightmare to her husband. Okay? When she left him, she did him a favor. He may not have seen it then. He may not see it now. She did him a favor. Okay? But she got 4 kids out of him. See what I'm saying? There are evil people, and they don't have to be part of any organization. They're just evil. She's the most demonic woman I've ever met in my whole entire life. She's into voodoo and all this garbage. And she's a coke fiend. Making her very, very scary to deal with. Because you can't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. Her attitude and her behavior is very narcissistic. And her motivations are very narcissistic. That's typical of a coke fiend. Because coke fiends will do anything. Will do anything to get what they want. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I don't care about the results. Okay? Now, I am dealing with postpartum stress disorder, but I'm dealing with it a lot better because I know how to heal myself. I know about massage. I know about certain sounds that are healing. Noises and music that's healing, soft, healing. You know? I did not become what white society wanted me to be. Okay? I did not become what white society wanted me to be. That's why they hate me so much. That's okay. That's okay. It's nothing to me. Whatever. I don't deal with you anymore. The people there that go and ridicule and badmouth other people, okay, are the real evil people. Because actually that's the person there that can actually save you. That's what Mary Magdalene found out for herself. When she went to the well, and there was married women going to the well too. And men lurked around her, surrounding her, very fast. And they are all ready with very, very sharp stones. That was not about doing her in because of a crime, even though that was the excuse, okay? They wanted to silence her because they were afraid that she was going to tell their wives that were at the well too, you know, I saw your husband just yesterday. Yeah, I paid a visit. Because most of those men that were with stones were one of her best customers. Okay? When she was behind Jesus, she kept silent and she was frightened. Okay? Jesus guarded her. Okay? And he stayed until everyone left. When he said, the first person that hasn't committed a sin, cast the first stone. They all knew Mary Magdalene. They all knew her personally because they were customers. So one by one, they dropped their stone and went away. Okay? They went away quietly. Jesus knew what he was doing. Okay? That's why he married Mary Magdalene. Because there was still value in her. Still virtue in her. She was a beautiful woman. A lot of people love to see young, beautiful women and utilize them in everything that they can. That they're really beautiful. Let's get every penny out of her for as long as we can. Okay? Some of these girls there that are in the industry that are doing these things are doing it purposely because it brings showbiz. they have to dance, they have to perform, they have to do these things for their business. For their business. Okay? They know that they're beautiful and gorgeous. Alright? And that they're being utilized for everything that they can get out of them. Okay? They know this. But they're artists. Okay? They're artists. They're performers. They're artists. They're performers. Whatever they are in personal life is no one's business. If a girl likes girls, that's not my business. Okay? I'm not going to condemn her. If she does, she's got no one to answer but God. No one to answer but God. All right? If a guy likes a guy, he's got no one to answer but God. Okay? That has nothing to do with me, personally. Nothing to do with me. I personally don't want them. Okay? I personally don't want them because I'm heterosexual. I haven't got a problem with people there that are different. Because they're artists. What they do in their private life there has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. If they're a performer, they're a singer, they're a dancer, and they're really good at what they do, that's all that matters. What they do in their personal life, I could not give a damn. I really couldn't. I could not give a damn because really, that's their choice. That's their personal choice. They're adults now. They're grown adults now. They have choices to make. Okay? Everybody has a choice to make. Everybody has a choice to make. Prince. They didn't want Prince to die. But he was so doped up most of the time. Okay? That's why he stayed silent most of the time. Alright? Because if he ever really showed himself, okay, people would figure out. People would figure out what's he doing behind the scenes, which is doing cocaine. So he could stay awake and continue on doing his artwork. The people there that were closest to him knew this.